You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the July 16th meeting for the Michigan City Parks and Recreation Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good evening. Welcome to the Michigan City Park Board meeting for Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. Would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Would you call the roll, please?
Yes, Mr. Glidden,
Here.
Ms. Sperling,
Here.
Ms. Ward.
Here.
The minutes of the previous meeting were provided for us. Are there any corrections or addition to the minutes of the meeting of July 2nd?
I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting. A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Tabled business. We have the Wolves Learning Center posters for MCAS. We need to first take it off the table. We need a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to take the Wolves Early Learning Center request for advertisement off the table. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And what is our, is it all or nothing, or what is the proposal?
It's not all or nothing. You can choose to change it if you want to, but this is this page right here that says we approve 3 signs at Patriot Park, 2 signs at Pullman Field, 2 signs at Water Tower Park, 2 signs at Gardena Park, 1 sign at Walker Park, 1 sign at Cleveland Park, 1 sign at Tall Timbers, and none at Washington Park. You can change that how you see fit. If you want to change the numbers, if you want to add parks, anything else to it, but it's up to the decision of the board.
Okay. Was there anything with the zoo? I know it was just kind of a side idea and
We had talked about the zoo in front of the wolves exhibit specifically, and they said in that area they don't like putting stuff because kids like to play with signs that they put in that area before, so they just say they would rather not do it because it'll end up getting messed with.
yeah.
They said right across the street from the zoo is a decent spot, but same thing. At some point, somebody's going to go play with it and mess with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also that probably gets more into park territory. So yeah. Okay. Well, I think these other locations are very generous, and I think the local people are going to be at those parks more anyway.
Yeah.
And it will be really effective for them. So
yeah, we made sure that we gave them multiple signs at the busiest park so they can make sure they hit the different entrances.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's your pleasure then?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the Wolves Early Learning Center request for advertising.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Any further comment from the board? Any public comment?
Yes, this is Tommy Kolavic, 1316 Ohio Street. Good evening to our distinguished and honorable LaPorte, Michigan City Park and Recreation Board members. So like I said the last time, I said, it's not like I 1,110,110% support everything about the Little Wolves Early Learning Center. My little niece and I already just became the first member of our family to graduate from the Head Start program. My little nephew Jaya here, he's going to be following her, and now he gets to repeat again. She just turned 4. She won't be old enough to start kindergarten. But however, I really don't think this should even been brought up for consideration. This is actually prohibited under section 19.05 of our municipal code. Under subsection I, it prohibits off-premises signs anywhere in the city. And if they want to put these on any of their school properties, they can put as many as they want to. But as far as around the city or in the parks, you're not even supposed to put signage in our city right-of-ways. It's a no. And I remember about 10 years ago, there was this, back when Ron Muir was the mayor, this good-looking woman from South Bend came here, and she wanted to put advertising in all the bus shelters. And Amber, the attorney, she told her no, she can't do that because the city has to have control over all the advertising. So the board denied her. And this needs to be denied too. And this is going to open up Pandora's box for every business, all roofing contractors, and everybody else to want to put their yard signage in the parks and all over the city. So I just think you just need to deny this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
This afternoon, I did take a look at section 19.05 that you referenced, and it looks like that covers the city. I then went to the Parks Department rules and regulations, and I saw nothing for that. In fact, it seems that if it comes in accordance with the board's decision to move forward, that it would be acceptable. And we have done it in the past, so it's something that we have been doing. And keep in mind too, that this is a school, it's a partner. So it would be different than a subcontractor who would come in and want to, put a sign up someplace. So it's a huge distinction, especially when you rely on your partners for our program. Understandable?
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Laura. That's excellent. And Tommy, what you're saying is excellent too. That's what we feared, was opening it up to other advertisements. But being that, like Laura said, this is a city partner, and it just the importance of education at that age, as you just said with Head Start, I think it's important to get that word out with one of our city partners.
I don't mean to talk again, but
You're okay.
as far as the Little Wolves Early Center, that's been a proven success model. When they had the early learning success model at the Eastport Elementary School, which is now the police station, those students that cycled through when they graduated, they had a higher grade point average than those that didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So now they've reestablished that. Now the students that are going through there now, they're going to have a higher grade point average than those that went before them. So that's I really love that. Well, it's no doubt that all my students are going to be going there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. Any other further public comment? Then we'll call roll, please. We had a motion and a second, right?
Well, I started it. Do you want me to say it again or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I would like to make a motion to approve the Wolves Early Learning Center request for advertisement in the proposed locations that we just discussed.
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
All right. New business, Walker Street Park Shelter Ground Mural Concept.
Yeah, so a few meetings ago, the park board did approve a mural on the new work shed that's being constructed at Walker Street Park. And I was approached again, and they would also like to put a ground mural underneath the shelter. It would be the same artist and also nature-based. So I'm just looking for approval of the concept so they can start design.
Any comment from the board?
I think it looks really cool. And this is all part of the proposed budget. Did you just say that? It's covered.
This is being paid for with ARPA funds through a partnership with the Lebesnick Center for the
Yeah.
Arts and the Walker Street Garden.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Any public comment? Then we need a motion to move on.
I would like to make a motion to approve the Walker Street Park Shelter Ground mural concept.
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
The Reese Riley pay request number 2 golf cart pass.
Yes, included in your packet is an invoice from Reith Riley. Just to remind the board, the park department did not pay for this project. It was done through city engineering and their community crossings matching grant that they were awarded. So as owners, we still need to approve the pay application, but it does not come out of our budget.
Any comment from the board?
I did have one question. The line item that was the 10% retainage, it's deducted
Mhm.
on what we're looking at. But in the context of what it says it will be invoiced later. So can you explain that portion?
Yeah, so that's standard with construction agreements. So they deduct 10% out. They'll keep that, they meaning the engineering department, until the end of the job when the
Mhm.
work is complete.
Mm-hmm.
So the contractor's not paid 100% until you go through what's called a punch list.
Oh.
So you'll
okay.
walk through, make sure everything has been completed to
Mhm.
the owner's satisfaction.
Yeah,
Then we release the retainage to
Oh,
them after
okay.
that. So it's
perfect. Thank you.
kind of a security.
Yes, it's a good one.
Any comment from the public? And would you call the roll, please? Or do we have a motion?
I move that we approve the Reith Riley pay request number 2 for the golf cart paths.
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Park sticker fees after July 3rd.
Yes, so last year we shortened the window for getting your park stickers down at North Point Pavilion, which has the sticker office and staff. We shortened the window to reduce our payroll costs. That enabled us to have 2 clerks on each shift. So we didn't have the lines that we've had in the past. Last year, after the 3rd, we were pretty lenient with people coming in, you know, they forgot or they didn't know. This year, we did a hard stop on July 3rd. If you did not get your free park sticker, that office is closed and we're done. But we did get a lot of complaints the first week. So what we're proposing is if you missed the deadline, which I want to remind the public was heavily advertised beginning in January. It was on our website, it was on Facebook. There's a huge banner in the park. There's signs at City Hall, signs in the park. It was in the newspaper, it was on the radio. So like every media outlet. So it's hard for me to understand people that said, well, I didn't know.
Mhm.
You know, you could have called or checked one of those media outlets, but in any case, to remedy the situation, because their only option now, if they're a Civil City resident, is to pay at the gate, $20 per day per car. So what we're suggesting is a late fee after July 3rd of $35, the same as the county sticker, and you can purchase your, what should have been free resident sticker.
Mhm.
Hopefully people will get used to that and say, I don't want to pay next year, so they'll get in by the deadline. I also noted on here, had we kept our sticker office open until the end of August, like we did in years past, it would have added another $10,300 to our payroll. Last year after July 3rd, we only gave out 129 stickers. So
Mhm.
that is a really high cost of doing business for the 129 people that came in late. So my recommendation to you is to go ahead and approve the $35 fee, and we will continue selling resident stickers throughout the end of the season.
And the sales would be here at City Hall.
Correct.
And you could still get a free sticker if you buy a new car.
Yeah, so there's a few situations where you can still come in and get your sticker free, and that's if you purchased a new car after the sticker office was closed on July 3rd. If you moved here after July 3rd, if your windshield was broken, things of that nature, you can still get it because that was through no fault of your own. But other than that, those special situations, it would be $35.
Any comments from the board?
On my list, it says the first thing under after July 3rd says vacationing from another city or state.
Correct. So we have a few people that come here mid-July every year and they spend a month in Michigan City as their vacation. They don't want to pay the $20 at the gate.
Mhm.
So we are still selling all stickers because we want the revenue.
Oh, it's just the free ones.
It's the
that-
free ones that you
Oh.
should have gotten it when
Okay.
we had
Okay.
the office open
Yeah.
and staffed, because that puts a burden on
Mhm.
our staff that's
Yeah.
already burdened
Okay.
this time of year.
And also, Shannon, didn't we talk about that replacement sticker price being higher than $20? Didn't we
It's
agree?
20 for residents because their sticker was free to begin with.
Yeah.
All others, if you're LaPorte County and you lost it, it's the
Yeah.
cost of the sticker to replace it. You're paying another 35.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, we can talk about this for next year, but maybe we should look at raising that too, because someone could just come in and get one and give it to someone else, for, I don't know, just a thought, but
No, that's a good thought.
yeah.
I'll note that when we start
Okay.
working on our fees.
Yeah.
Any comment from the public?
Public comment?
Yes.
You can use the microphone back there, so.
Hello, how's the board doing?
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Cornell Branch. I'm from Michigan City. I live at 232 South Porter Street. I've been here all my life. I called to get a sticker from the park department, and they say they shut it down on the 16th. For about 4 or 5 months, about 5 or 6 months, I've been sick. my defibrillator went off, was shocking me. It's for my heart. I've been in St. Anthony's Hospital. I've been in the Port Hospital for months. I've been in Indianapolis, and I've been going back and forth to rehab. And I called and they asked me, how come you didn't get how come you have somebody come get you a sticker? When you're in pain and you're getting shot and you're going through rehab and you're trying to keep up with your medication, you don't have time, and you don't have time to worry about no sticker. But when you come back to life a little bit, then you remember the things that you've been through life. When my father carried me out there to the beach every day, my uncle was a swim coach when he told me, had me out at the beach every morning. Now I can't get out there. I call, I can't even get a sticker. I think the board should have perception for some people. If they have a problem, I done paid my taxes for almost 70 years. I deserve to be able to go to the beach. There's nothing too much to do in this town, no way. You don't have nothing created for the young kids. You don't have too many places for the old people to go. And the beach is something that you can have mentally, where you can look at the water and you're not bothering nobody, but you're relaxing your brain mentally. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public? Do we want to make any kind of medical things? We open a,
That would be awkward. Like, how are we going to ask people for their?
Mhm. You can't, can't ask them for their medical records.
No.
right.
I use for them. There's no real sense of sad.
What's that?
There aren't any exceptions.
All right. Well,
He was still sensible.
Right. So, and did he say that someone was sent and they denied, you sent someone to get your sticker and they questioned that?
He said that they called and they said that he shut down. He said that he tried to call in and they said that it was already shut down on the 3rd. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think I couldn't even walk or move or do nothing. So I had to stay at rehab. By the time I got back there, it shut down.
Mm-hmm.
anything, the board have any comment or anything?
I mean, do we make that available to someone?
Why don't you
You can go.
turn your mic on?
Yeah.
My question is, do we want to make that available to a longstanding resident that has had health issues? I mean, that's quite a bit. If he's been here all those years and was been in under doctor's care for months, I could see how you could forget to get your sticker in that kind of situation.
I know.
Like, but Attorney Nuremberg says we can't ask people for a medical excuse.
Okay.
The gentleman volunteered that information, so that's different, right? But if other people want to, we can do that. But it circles back to what Shannon was concerned about. Yeah, thank you. Shannon's concern is still valid. It's the administrative problem if then everybody starts flowing in while we're in the middle of summer and everyone else is busy. So that's problematic, but I certainly do understand what you're saying. In an ideal world, it would be great, but we're just gonna have to decide.
Yeah, I think we'd be opening a can of worms for ourselves,
Mhm.
for our staff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that if we did open this up, then there would be lots of people that would come in and this city hall would be filled with people at that office all day long. you know, talking about their sticker. And I mean, personally, sir, I would personally pay for your sticker because I feel really bad for you. Um, but just, yeah, to understand that this would just be a huge problem. And, you know, if there's other people that have health issues, the same as yours, which is, I'm really sorry to hear about that. That is just like tragic. And you're in a different world and you just aren't thinking of the regular things in life. You know, maybe there's something that we can do for those people or in the future. I don't think we can decide that tonight, but, I will definitely pay for a sticker for you.
You want to pay for $35 every time I go to the beach?
No, it's 20 every time you go to the beach. It would be 35 to buy one for the rest of the season. But I'm saying I would be willing to pay that $35 fee for you for this year because of your circumstances. If that's okay, can I do that?
Certainly.
Okay. If you would like to accept that, sir. Okay, tomorrow. Okay.
Call you.
Yeah. You can say that tomorrow.
Okay, I can give Will the money tonight and then he's gonna set it up with you afterwards to get your number to call you to come in and,
Yeah, because I have an appointment with the heart doctor in LaPorte tomorrow at 1 o'clock, so
Okay.
I have to be at the heart doctor.
okay.
You can come in anytime tomorrow morning before that appointment or anytime on Friday. I'll be here all day, both days.
Okay, at City Hall?
Yep, right here. My office is just out that door to the right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you, Mr. Sperling.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope you feel better, Mr. Bradshaw. You're welcome.
So we need a motion to approve the park sticker fees.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the park sticker fees after July 3rd writings.
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We have the adjust the food truck parking fees.
Yes. This summer we've really expanded our food truck offerings around our park properties, and we're seeing a glaring disparity between how many customers they're seeing at the beach versus other locations, which I don't know why I didn't think about this beforehand, but I just want to lower the price for parking at non-Washington Park locations to $50 instead of $100 because it's a different disparity in how many customers they're seeing. And we want, especially our local food trucks, to have a space where they can park and make money here in town. So it's just making non-Washington Park locations more attractive to our local food trucks.
Makes sense. Any board comment?
Yeah, so I agree with this. What's the current situation? Is it not going well with them being at the other locations?
Yeah, so on specifically Westcott Park, because that's the main one that we're using, that's not Washington Park. We're trying to get the trucks to park there more during the week, and they say that only on weekends do they see the good rush numbers, the good number of stops. So that's when they're willing to go there. But even then, it's not anywhere close to what they're seeing at Millennium Plaza or at Stop One at the beach or at Lot One at the beach.
Yeah.
I mean, so I mean, just not putting them in a position where they feel like they're losing money on days. We want the trucks to be able to go out
Yeah.
there and make money. If you think about the years before this, it's revenue that we weren't even bringing in. So it's not so much about the money that we bring in, but the offering that we're giving to the city. And we want the food trucks to be around the city, be able to put them in our food deserts and different places where we don't have them, and still make it profitable for the food trucks as
Yeah.
well.
Is there a limit to the ones that can be in Washington Park, or how does that schedule work? Like, do people plan that ahead of time?
Yep. So the schedule actually went out in January.
Mhm.
And there was a rule that you couldn't do a spot for back-to-back weeks. So if you sign up at one spot on Monday this week, you wouldn't be able to be there on Monday the next week as well. So it's staggerings around. you probably seen a lot of La Patrona, but they got on the list early, and I had to tell them like, nope, you can't do this date because that's doubling dates up. You can't do that. So we kind of had to go through that, but they are a Michigan City truck and they want to be here as much as possible. So they made sure they got in right away. We have been able to use some of our other trucks, fire truck number 5. I've been trying to get Moe's Mediterranean in more. Wilson's Barbecue is starting to come up more. So we're trying to really treat our local trucks well as sprinkle in some trucks from out of town and kind of leaving the out of town trucks for like the major events that we have going on in the city. So I think anybody who's been out and around the city can say that it's definitely been a bigger presence. But we just want to make sure that it's a benefit to the trucks as well.
Yeah.
We don't want to just gouge them for money.
Right. No, absolutely. Are they hooking up to electric, like our electric,
nope.
anything like that? They provide all their own energy. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
been generators. We don't offer water or electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I thought I also saw something about, like for a half day at Washington Park.
Oh yeah. So it says that fees, fee for less than 4 hours, or less would be $50.
At Washington Park.
At Washington Park.
Yeah.
So there's wiggle room there.
Yeah.
You can say that 4 hours is too low, but I feel trucks do great in the evenings. From if a truck can come out from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock and light like kill it in the front of lot 1 at the
Yeah.
beach. That's probably the prime time hours for them to be out there. So, but I would say like if you stretch that out to 6 hours, somebody can come out from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock and they can make pretty much their full day, what they would make out of a full day in those 6 hours. So that's kind of where that 4 hour range came into. But again, that's flexible at the desire of the board with
Yeah.
whatever you decide to vote on. But that was kind of a number that I just threw out there because I feel like you can come out, let's take a Cabo's coming out for the evening rush with the ice cream truck. They can come out for 4 hours in the evening and make a really good day for 4 hours. But if you stretch that out to 6 hours, they can make what they could have made in the whole day in 6
Yeah.
hours almost.
But still they have to get on a schedule, right? They can't
Yeah.
just say, hey,
It's not
coming
just-
out tonight.
It's not just a pop up and you
Right.
can come out.
Right.
Me and Mo actually had this conversation today because he came to the table late trying to get in to the food truck spots. And he was like, can I get in for this? Other trucks are in for this. I'm like, the fillings, they were filled up in March and you came around in May trying to get in. Like
Yeah.
we trying to make what we can work, but
Right.
and that's only because you're a Michigan City truck and not from out of town.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure if we need to discount to a 4 hour rate. I mean, if it's successful and they're making money, I don't know if we need to add another layer in there.
Mhm.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, that's not very much to run a business, $50, I
No,
mean, even 100 to,
It's not.
yeah,
It's not.
you got a waterfront restaurant basically
Sure.
for $100. That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet. And the draw that's down there is huge.
Yeah, and I mean, even at the beach, like the front of lot 1, you only can get down there on Mondays. Anytime that the restaurant is open, I haven't put a truck down there.
Mhm,
So we didn't want to compete with that because I mean,
mhm.
we benefit from the restaurant as well.
How long will this be extended to? Like, will they be able to work through September?
Oh yeah,
Okay. I just,
yeah. As
was
long as the
wondering,
weather's still
as
not.
long as the weather holds
So
up.
the schedule that we have goes through Labor Day. And then it's kind of, we'll have to figure it out. I mean, this is our first year doing it, so we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna schedule it after that. But we're booked through Labor Day, and after that, we'll figure it out. And I mean, we still don't know if it's gonna be weekends or 4 weeks after Labor Day at the beach. We're
Mhm.
charging. So
Another thought too, maybe to entice them to go to the other local spots. Maybe after so many paid local spots at the discounted rate, $50, then maybe they could, have a discounted rate at Washington Park. Like if you do 10 spots, you can have a
yeah.
spot for 4 hours for $50.
So I think we're gonna
Just a
keep.
thought.
Like right now, we're doing the tonight. There's trucks at Pullman Field at the skate park, and
Mhm.
that's for free.
Mhm.
We're thinking about doing another night, I think on Thursday nights at Gardena Park,
Mhm.
and that would be for free as well. So we're
Mhm.
trying to offer some free locations as well as
Yeah.
paid locations.
I think that's great. I mean, we talked about that, right?
Yeah.
Didn't we approve that?
Yeah,
Yeah. So then there's sometimes it's free and sometimes they pay.
yeah, but it's like when we say it's free, it's like this is an event,
Yeah.
and we're
Mhm.
offering this to these trucks, and are you available for this day? If
Yeah.
they're available, because it's usually not something that we plan out ahead of time. That's usually something that we come up with, like, yeah, we're having this event. Can you come to this event on this day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
So one more thing, just curious, beyond the events, will those trucks be able to, I heard you say Pullman, and I saw trucks over there,
Yeah, me too.
address the food desert areas? You know, like not just the west side, but the east side.
So for our board, I only can place trucks on park property.
Okay,
So I
Gotcha.
deal with our property and we try to find the best places to set them where we can solve those problems.
okay.
I would love to be able to put some trucks out in Southgate somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's a lot of restaurants out there, it's not all the best food, and like Pine Tree Court happens.
Right, right.
Over there to the boulevard, well, I mean, from the
Right,
street
that's
without
what I
walking.
was thinking,
So it'd be nice to
boulevard.
put something right there for them.
Yeah,
But at the same time, you gotta make it beneficial for the truck as well. So would a truck make money if we park them in that location? It's not just us putting them places, but a truck agreeing to go to
Sure.
a space as well. And
okay.
it's really hard to even put them at Gardena Park, because while Gardena Street is a nice crossway, there's nowhere to park
For
right
them to
there.
set up, yeah.
For people to come around. If you put them in the back lot, then they can't be seen. People
Mhm.
have to know that they're back there. So
Yeah,
some of these off spots, you have to really entice the trucks to even go there in the first place.
yeah.
And that's another reason that this price point comes into play. $50. You don't really, you paid for the spot, but it's not a huge risk to your day. You can
Yeah.
you can go in and sell some stuff and still make a decent profit out of the day.
Yeah.
This can be tabled as well.
I just want to point out that it says 4 hours in the bullet point, but 5 hours in the text.
Probably because I was going back and forth over what the good hour was while I was typing it up.
Any comment from the public?
Yes, Tommy Kolovic, 1316 Ohio. First, I want to commend the park board for allowing to set up at Pullman Park on the Wednesdays. You know, it's no doubt, make no mistake about it, the west side's been dying for commerce for years. I think one of the biggest problems is with the city. We probably got a west side zoning that, but the probably hasn't been redrawn since the Francis Feder administration of the 1950s. There's an idea I'd like to have maybe throw out there is maybe allow them to have like a food truck cafe. And you see this when you go to Chicago a lot now. It's like they don't have the kitchen inside the building. The kitchen is actually the food truck, and it's a really cool business model they got. They really just got just one unisex bathroom, maybe a kitchen, a toilet, and a sink in it. And they got the tables and chairs inside the building, and they got the QR code on all the tables. You just scan the QR code with your phone, and you just order right off your phone and pay for it on your phone. And the staff from the food truck brings your meal right in to where you're sitting. They also have an outdoor dining area if you want to sit, or you can order directly from the food truck. And I think that would be really something great that we can do. I'd like to have more than 7 days a week, maybe all year round, that they can operate. They got the ordinance says they can't be 350 feet from any other eatery. And another thing, if you approve like a 24/7 hour food truck, they always got to drive the truck off and drive it back and set it back up. I'd like just for if they can leave the truck there. But really, I know they just want to be in a problem where they can all profit and thrive. But I think this is a reasonable fee structure you're setting up for them. But it's just some ideas I'd like to throw out there. I know Mo's, he's great. Mo's actually the person who created the Taste of Michigan City. So I just want to thank you all for that. And this is my comments.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, a food truck park would be super cool. A lot of cities have those with like picnic tables in the middle and all the food trucks are set up and they just stay there. So that's a great business idea. You should do that. You should go into business.
Okay. You like the idea.
Yeah.
It's your
Mhm.
pleasure. Want to table or proceed? Make the motion?
Proceed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with the $50, for the not the non-Washington Park. I think I'd rather not vote on the Washington Park one for $50 for 4 hours,
Mm.
or we can
Right.
table it. So,
Just make your motion. We can
okay.
get him the non-Washington Park, then come back to that later if we want.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to approve the adjusting the food truck parking fees for the non-Washington Park locations, but not for the Washington Park location.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We have the idea of lowering the price for the Big Bat League.
All right. So right now, I was questioned last week on why our Big Bat, we offer co-ed adult softball and Big Bat adult softball. I was asked why the pricing for co-ed was $425 and the pricing for Big Bat was $575, and I didn't have an answer, so I went and found out why it was. And come to find out, the only reason was because they were playing at Patriot Park instead of Gardena Park.
Which one is which?
A Big Bat
Is that?
playing at Patriot Park.
Okay.
That's why it was more expensive. I don't think that is worth $150 more, as nice as Patriot Park is. And with us trying to grow and compete with other leagues to get our adult softball back on track, I would like to put the pricing at a competitive price and attractive price to bring more teams in. With that being said, I would like to lower the price of Big Bat from $575 to $475 for this year. The price, after doing a complete breakdown, each team to run our leagues in the 8, if we had a full 8 teams, it would cost each team $467.50 for us to get through the season. You know, that's paying referees, paying the director, and making sure that we have updated equipment with awards at the end of the season that would cover everything and still leave us $340 in the hole. So rounding that 467 up to 475 covers the 340, or it covers $300 more, what only makes us losing $40 on the season, and I'm completely okay with that compared to what's been happening in the past.
I think anything you can do to grow softball would be great, so I'm in favor.
I should also add that, yes, we need more softball teams, co-ed and Big Bat, just to keep the sport alive in the city. I think baseball in our city and softball are both kind of struggling at the high school level. And we're seeing that kind of flow into our adults we're not seeing new teams sign up. It's the same teams that keep coming back year after year, which is a good thing. We run a good league, but we would like to sustain the league. So seeing new faces, new teams would be very helpful.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Any comment from the public? What's your pleasure?
I move that we accept the lower price for the Big Bat softball.
I second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thanks for putting all these figures together.
Oh, no
A
problem.
lot.
Reports of officers, the superintendent's report, Mrs. Easton.
Thank you. I have a short report tonight. First of all, I have some sad news. Pat Donahue passed away on June 27th. Many of you know Pat. He served as our park board attorney for 37 years between 1976 and 2013. Pat was a mentor to many of us and also a dear friend. So I'd like to extend our sympathies to his wife and his entire family. And then on the screen, you'll see July 5th, the morning of July 5th. So we had a very, very busy 3-day holiday weekend. No issues really, but our maintenance staff, our custodial staff worked really, really hard to clean up after all the people. And then the next slide, because they're so amazing, this is what our beach looked like. On early Monday morning, July 7th. So if you can just
Christine.
look at that comparison and see how much work they actually did, just to remind people, that's 1.9 miles of beach and every inch of it had to be cleaned up, plus the 100 acres of Washington Park and then what spilled out into the city. So congratulations, Pat, to you and your crew, and thank you for only sleeping 1 hour and 3 days. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Pat.
That's no joke. No, I think it was 3 hours and 3 days total. Just to remind the public, you can now get your Boo at the Zoo tickets at the zoo's admission window. We're looking for businesses, clubs, organizations who want to join us to sponsor the candy station. It's a great event. It's really fun to work at it. So if you'd like more information, please call the zoo at 219-873-1510. And then we did have vandalism on the 7th at Water Tower Park. our brand new $1 million park. The backboard was broken and there was a hole in the new basketball court surfacing. So maintenance, I don't know if it's complete, but they were working on it. A little over $300 damage. I did meet with IT in the school, IT department last week. So they are working on getting the camera in that park operational. For some reason, they couldn't get it connected to their network. Again, this camera was no cost to our department. It's a beta test camera for the school's wireless network. We hope to see a few more by the end of the year in other facilities. So yeah, that needs to go in right away. And that is the end of my report.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Assistant Superintendent's report, Mr. Walker.
Yeah, so let me start with piggybacking off a Water Tower Park situation with the basketball court. We just want to let all the kids know that the basketball courts will not be able to go up and down anymore for the foreseeable future. We're leaving them up. After the handles got broken 3 times and the backboard got broken, we decided just to leave them up for the rest of the summer. Maybe next summer we'll try it out again. We'll see. But tomorrow, yesterday was the first party at the plaza that we had at the 7th Street Plaza. It was a good turnout. La Patrona and Cabos were out there with the food trucks. We had a lot of kids and Mr. Tommy Kalavic that showed up to do some karaoke with us yesterday. And then we had a good showing of about 35 people that showed up to watch the Goonies last night. Blew up the screen and watched the Goonies last night on the 7th Street Plaza. So I think it was a very good first turnout. We had a great reaction to all the videos and stuff that we posted online yesterday. And we're really expecting the next one on the 29th to be a lot bigger, or the next movie night on the 29th to be a lot bigger. But next week on the 22nd, we have the Shoreline DJ that will be down in Millennium Plaza playing music from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. It's also Taco Tuesday. So La Patrona and Cabos will be up on top of the plaza selling tacos and ice cream. And we'll be down in the plaza enjoying some music. Tomorrow tomorrow we're supposed to have bucket golf, but it's also supposed to rain tomorrow. So pay attention to Michigan City Park and Rec page and the auto app to see if that gets canceled. But we're supposed to be at Pullman Field tomorrow from 3:30 to 6:30 for free bucket golf. We won't charge. We want people to come out and enjoy themselves, have something to do. So we'll be out at Pullman Field tomorrow. Bike the City is canceled because of low participation until September. We think it's been a very hot summer. Every day that we've had so far has been upper 80s and 90s. So we're just kind of taking a break from it until September. And I can't remember the dates off the top of my head, so I'll give those dates when we come back. This weekend is the Singing Sands Festival down at the beach. Make sure you get down and support. Always a good time. I don't want to get to lying. I think Friday is free. Saturday and Sunday is $5.
It's free. Correct.
Yes. Okay. So, and then next Monday we'll be back for chess club at 5:30 at Krieger Memorial Hall, 5:30 to 7:30. And that's it for now.
All right, thank you. Mr. Hoffman's not here with the Planning Commission report. I attended the last Port Authority meeting last Monday. They didn't have anything that had to do with the park at that time. Mr. Labus is not here for the Zoological Society report. Mrs. Nurnberg, an attorney's report.
Thank you. I don't have anything to report.
Thank you. Director's report.
Michael Moore with the best looking golf course in Indiana. He even has a polo on today.
Yeah. Michael Moore, Golf Course Superintendent. So right now, our city tournament is this weekend and next weekend. So we're preparing for that. Today, we spent all day marking hazards and putting out out-of-bounds stakes and water hazard stakes. I don't know where they go from one year to the next, but probably in the pond. We are we're edging bunkers right now. Filling them with sand, as we try to do that every year. The last I heard this morning, we only had 42 participants for the city tournament. Today was the cutoff, so hopefully we got some people by the end of the day. We are trimming trees to make things mowing easier for us, for car traffic. A lot of trees are growing out into the cart paths and
Right.
hitting the carts. We have had some vandalism. For 6 days in a row, we had somebody during the night steal 9 pins, flag sticks, vandalize a T sign, drive through bunkers with their bicycles. They leave the water on at the shelter on 6 and leave the water spigot on all night long, which is city water. Flipped over our divot boxes. So every morning we would have to send a crew out to put the golf course back in order and put the pins back out.
Did the police help with this? Like, were they called?
I did report it and we've been okay for the past
Mhm.
couple of weeks now,
Mhm.
so.
Are they like driving through
Yeah,
there?
patrolling the area
Yeah,
more,
okay.
yes. So I did hire 2 full-time positions this year. In March, April, I'm sorry, it was full-time laborer. And then full-time assistant superintendent will be starting on Monday. So kind of looking forward to that, a little extra help. The last of the hail damaged roofs were finished last Tuesday on the pump house on the South Course. I was holding off on that because we had new pumps installed this spring, and I just wanted to make sure everything was gonna run all right before we covered the roof up. See what else a bit. So as you guys know, the year didn't start out all that well we had trouble keeping the trees upright. We lost 15 trees altogether. Pat sent 6 guys over to help us clean up. We only had four people on staff at that time. So thank you, Pat. The street department came out in April, excuse me, and took a rotten oak tree down that was next to 10 Green. That saved us quite a bit of money because it was so close to the green that it had to be taken down in pieces. But they cut it down, ground the stump, filled the hole.
Wow.
I mean, it was, yes, it was. So the storm that we had on May 15th knocked out power for 36 hours to the whole golf course. It also, a lightning strike. We took a lightning strike to the pump house and it fried one of the line protectors, which it did its job. But we had to get that replaced before we could run the pumps. And so yesterday, Shannon and I had the first reading for the council meeting for our irrigation satellite upgrade. Toro is no longer going to support our Site Pro program that we use for our irrigation. So we're going to update to Lynx. But to be able to do that, we have to upgrade our satellites out on the golf course. And there's 17 on the south course, 6 on the north course. So it's roughly $180,000 for this
Jeez.
upgrade, but we'll be able to run heads with using our cell phone instead of now where we have to use a two-way radio and type in like a 16-digit code just to get one head to come up. Now though, we can just go on our phones, bring up a layout of the hole, and then hit what head we want to come up for how long. So it's going to be a lot more convenient for us, and which works out pretty good because this year we have, in the last month and a half, we've pumped 8.7 million gallons of water between both courses because of the warmer weather. And
Yeah. So it's not, the sprinkler isn't on a system, like I have no idea how that works, so.
okay, so what we do is we set up a program every day on our computer in the shop.
Mhm.
At night, it downloads and it sends it out to all the satellites on both courses. What heads to come on, how long to come on. So we're updating the computer in the shop and then updating the satellites out on the course also.
So they used to talk, is that what you're saying?
No, they still do.
Oh.
But we won't, our program we have now was put in 28 years ago.
Mm.
And it's no longer going to get support from Toro.
Oh, it won't work at all.
It will work, but if we have an issue with it, we're not gonna be able to get parts to replace it.
Okay.
Because right now, if I have an issue, they'll send a computer like the next day.
Mhm.
So, and they won't
Yeah.
do that anymore with this older systems. Yeah, yeah.
Good old IT.
So, yes, I'm looking forward to this.
Wow.
It'll be a great upgrade.
So there's no other options, and
Without a whole new irrigation system, no.
this is the only option that will
Oh, yeah,
fix this
yes.
right now. So 180,000, and that is expected to last for like how long?
Well,
Another 28?
hopefully as long as I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 28. And last thing, the cart's been kind of taking a beating this year. We've had 2 carts in the pond, which is 2 more than we had last year. 2 rollover carts. So, yeah, people are enjoying themselves out there. And that's about it.
I played the course. It's in great shape. Thank you very much for your hard work.
Thank you.
Yep, it's beautiful.
It's been a struggle this year.
Mm.
Been warm.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You the man, Mike?
Department Finances, Mrs. Sperling.
Okay, tonight for the claims docket for July 16th, the municipal total is $122,360.34. Golf petty cash, $2,995.10 for a total claims of $125,355.44. I move that we pay our vendors.
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, we have payroll number 14. It covers June 22nd to July 5th, pay date July 7th. The total payroll is $136,865.71. And I move that we pay our awesome employees.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Under gifts and donations, unknown zoo donation, miscellaneous donation for $28. Michigan City Economic Development donation, party at the plaza, $1,000. Janie Ulmer donation in memory of Daniel Keene, $100. Charles and Rita Hagenow donation in memory of Daniel Keene, $100. Thank you for those. I move that we accept these gifts and donations.
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Minor transfers, none. Zoo endowment, none. Board of Works, none. Credit card charges, they are totaling $1,327.68. Paid to corporate payment systems for the following: POS supply for admin thermal paper for parking, $69.95. EpicSports.com donation for YBL uniform pants, $116.98. EpicSports.com Rec NR shirts for City Kids Day Camp, $214.58. PrintPlace.com Zoo Education Brew at the Zoo tickets, $270.10. Olympia Lanes City Kids Day Camp Bowling Trip, $125. Brant's City Kids Day Camp Bird Seed for Projects, $8.98. eSigns.com donation YBL banner, $54.02. IN.gov admin Memorial Hall sanction fees, $255.31. And EpicSportsAgain.com for rec jerseys for youth basketball camp, $212.76. I move that we accept these credit card charges.
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion carried.
Are there any comments from the public?
Yeah, Tommy Kolabic, 1316 Ohio Street. About 20 years ago, about the time that Mayor Oberly first took office, he really pushed for a graffiti ordinance. We do have a graffiti ordinance. And one of the things, parts of that ordinance, you need to review that, is, you don't put like, I don't know, the spray paint graffiti, we all know that, but also the stickers that they put, and go to Washington Park, there's all kinds of stickers on the utility poles and on the stop signs, and I kind of like to go around, like the graffiti, I like to be the mad painter on Sesame Street, the guys go around painting numbers all over, and, paint over the graffiti, but I like maybe take my torch and go around, just burn these stickers off. I mean, I got one great big one on a stop sign coming out of the park lot 1, says stop, and then they put a great big eating animals. Now, those all need to come down. I know there's a lot of others around there. I'd just like to see those removed, maybe part of your beach cleanup someday. The other thing is, I'd like to put another one of those bins where you put your charcoal ashes in for your barbecue grills. I know you got one sitting there right by the beach. It was a couple years ago, I was sitting there, I think it was a weekend evening right before the sunset. That's the people, they dumped their charcoal right there behind the wall, and the little fat Hispanic boy goes scooting his butt over the wall in his bare feet, and he stepped right into those hot coals and got second and third degree burns on his feet. I said maybe think about putting a couple more of those up there. It's just maybe a safety issue. Just want to say I did enjoy the park. I know you probably can't have it on the August 5th because that's the same night as the police's national night out.
Yeah.
Maybe just have it in conjunction with them.
Yeah.
I know they had to move the city council meeting back to the Monday instead of having it on the Tuesday, so they can all go enjoy the national night out too. So those are just my comments, and y'all keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tommy. I did get that memo from you earlier, and I reached out to Marty already. We might be doing a movie at the end of National Night Out.
Any comments from the board? Then with your motion, we'll adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
So moved.
So
Let it
moved.
be written, let it be done.